आनंद के प्रदाता, हे स्नेह शक्ति दाता, अव्यक्त बाप दादा, सादर पधारिए।
आज बाप दादा देश विदेश चारों ओर के नए नए बच्चों को देख रहे थे, तो नयों को देख बाप दादा सभी के निश्चय को देख रहे थे। क्योंकि निश्चय इस भ्रमण जीवन के संबंध का फाउंडेशन और फाउंडेशन मजबूत है तो सहज और तीव्र गति से संपूर्णता तक पहुंचना निश्चित है।
परम धाम को छोड़कर प्रेम में नेम अपने सभी तोड़कर आप बाबा है आए हमारे लिए स्वर्ग सौगात लाए हमारे लिए प्यारे।
बाप दादा की बात याद रखना भूल नहीं जाना। अच्छा।
Om Shanti. Become free from problems. Become an embodiment of solutions and make others this also. Surrender for world benefit. Surrender every moment and in every thought. When you don't have any time for anything else, Maya too will not have the time to come to you. The problems will be transformed into solutions. Problems cannot have the courage to come to the elevated souls who are the embodiment of solutions. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 10. Become free from problems. Become an embodiment of solutions and make others this also. Today's topic: surrender for world benefit. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone is okay. Everyone is well. I think some of you must have heard Baba's book message this morning. And also I want to say that we got quite a long list of Baba's children for offering book. I think at least there were 50. And so everyone's name was read, and of course we gave Baba love also from everyone, but also those who specially offered for their alokik and lokik ancestors. It was so beautiful that the connection which Baba was explaining, that we see on the foundation of the tree, roots of the tree, there are few yogis are sitting there. Then we see on the top of the tree our perfect Brahma's stage. And then from the top again, it becomes foundation. It becomes the roots. So ancestor souls at this time are on the top, right? They were at the roots. And then from there, they are becoming the roots again. Because it's eternal. So it's very, very interesting to see how we are so connected with them. Every leaf of the tree, every branch of the tree is connected, or is sustained from the roots. We always try to put water in the roots, and every leaf, every branch start blossoming, taking water from that root. So, and that is why sometimes Baba says, place yourself at the bottom of the tree near the roots, so that you know that our every thought is for sustenance for everyone. And then also Lokik, whatever capacity they did for us and they are still doing for us. So love for those souls. When we think of them here with lot of love, they definitely experience connection with Baba, love for Baba, love for us. What I noticed that, so Yogi is sitting at the roots at the bottom, right? And Brahma Baba on the top. And then the same souls again will become the bottom, like Brahma Baba, or the roots in Golden Age also, they will be there first. So it's like eternal connection, right? And then everyone, when I think of a mother carrying child for a few months, so it's a lot, right? And if we say, no, I don't have respect for mother, no. You have respect for everyone, those in our life has played some part or other. Of course, at this time, Baba says there shouldn't be attachment, and I don't think we have, because we look at them as souls. But it's just the love and the care which we received, and that love and care we want to keep in our heart for them also. My both sisters, actually three, one was younger and two were older. They took care so much. They knew exactly what I need. Even if I tell them, you don't have to think about it. But in the beginning, they were in families. So when they think of their children, they think that those who don't, they are at center if they need anything. So that love and care was always there. And then, it's a kind of feeling of gratitude that elements are serving us. Every element, air, water, earth, because body is part of elements, right? Body has been created by elements, and it will go back in the elements again, right? So there is always this feeling of gratitude, but also always thinking of taking from Baba and then giving to others. Nothing is directly. Baba's love, then my love towards everyone. Whatever Baba gives me, then I share with others. So yoga of intellect will remain with one, and there is no question of attachment. Lot of love, but no attachment. So it was very beautiful, and I want to extend lots of love, and those who asked for Bhog for Sharad, so special love for each one of you. It was from all over the world, many countries. So now our homework for tomorrow, another topic, and that is surrender for world benefit. So generally we say I have to surrender my mind, body, wealth, everything, right, to Baba, to be used for service. Because Dadi Janki used to say, from where you earn money? We said from people, so where it should go. And that is why people create trust. Most of the families, they create trust so that regularly charitable task is being done from the trust. Any needy one, whether education or in whatever projects we have, it's good to always think that way. But then again, it comes from where it begins. Everything really begins with your thought. No? You get a thought, I want to do this, and then you think of using your time, your body, your wealth, or your contacts. But first is always thought, right? So when we have thought for the world benefit, unlimited benefit, as you all know that some of you were in Peace Village during a Vyakti Parivar, and some have come here for different reasons, must have got a pack of 100 blessing cards. Because Bhumiben had thought that if everyone could serve 100 souls by giving them elevated thought, whether you are in clinic with your nurses and receptionists, and when we go there, they really wait for Toli and blessing card. Or even within the family at home, to create atmosphere very spiritual. It's a very good way. When we enter, just in a bowl, put those cards, pick one, read it, or read one in the morning for the whole family. Many different ways to use it. And one of the top card actually explains how to use, right? And I know many of you get this thought, oh, maybe we can also serve by getting it more printed. And so we are trying to find out the source, how we can do that also at reasonable price, right? And definitely, you know, when you print 200, 3 or 1,000, it's always cheaper when we print in the large quantity. Getting it translated in Hindi. So very soon we will have also in Hindi and English both. So I was saying that surrender every moment for world benefit. Every moment. When you remain busy in service at every moment, even if you are in silence, you are serving, right? If you are peaceful, just very peaceful, you are serving. The vibrations are there. And in every, so remain busy in service at every moment and in every thought. When you don't have any time for anything else than service, then Maya too will not have time to come to you, because you're getting churning, silence, elevated thoughts. So mind is occupied. So because of that, Maya doesn't come. The problems will be transformed into solutions. Problems cannot have the courage to come to you, elevated souls. Baba is saying elevated souls who are embodiment of solution. So now only this is the month to think of solution. And it's true, because when you are listening, but you get trying to find the answers and solution, your intellect will not absorb the problem. Because once it goes in the intellect, it occupies all the space. That means lot of thoughts. I mean, I have tried it a lot, I do it. When I'm listening to someone, I'm immediately say, oh, that's the solution. And I sometimes don't remember the problem if I have to repeat it. That doesn't mean I'm not listening, but I don't want to take it as a problem. Baba says, find solution. And you will find solution does come, right? Whenever you're listening to anyone, like listening to someone not well, remedy will come. What she can do, what he can do. So it's actually human nature. But our habits have changed. So one of our habits now is to keep thinking about problem. And we keep saying, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem. And I say, why you keep invoking and keep saying, this is the problem, that's the problem. There are definitely various adverse, challenging situations in life, but don't see it as problem. As a self-sovereign, seated on the seat with your stage of eternal form, just listen, or even what you have to say it from that stage, say it from that seat. I liked very much when Baba said this. We just have to practice it more and more. So that's what we will do, our homework for tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Hello, Didi. Good evening. Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. I do want to take this opportunity and say thank you with a lot of gratitude from my heart for bringing this beautiful Bhog message this morning. You know, from the whole family, of course, because you're giving love to the whole family. So I'm taking this opportunity from the whole family side to say thank you to you. One thing, Didi, I always wondered is that how, when I came initially into the Gyan and I used to see this Kalpa tree picture, and I used to feel that in the roots, there are so many Brahmins, but up on the top, why Brahma Baba is alone? And I remember one time asking my professor, how does it feel to be a professor? Because I know it takes a lot of steps to become a distinguished professor or even to become an associate professor. And he said, well, it is lonely up there. So I used to feel that why Brahma Baba is, alone. And I really loved today's Bhog message and the clarity that it brought, that now the ancestor souls are at the top, so they are no more at the bottom, they are at the top, and Brahma Baba is not alone, but he has a whole big gang with him to serve and give Sakash to the whole world. So that was really nice, Didi. Thank you for that, that Bhog message. Very, very beautiful. I wanted to ask you one thing about this whole thing about when today Baba was talking about, that he's very happy to look at the first timers. And I think 3-4 times at least he said that, congratulations, this is your fortune. You've stepped into the land of Madhuban. So I know that the Madhuban season is approaching, and many brothers and sisters from our Brahmin family from all over the world are preparing to actually go to Madhuban. Some of them are perhaps going first time. So do you have any advice for them, like how they can take full benefit of their presence in Madhuban? So that Baba can be happy to see them, just as Baba was happy to see first timers in 1995.
Actually, month of October is very good month when it's the first date for Baba to come and meet us, for new ones to go, because that's how it used to happen. There was a time that all double foreigners, actually old and new, we all went at the same time, and that was in October. And one time I remember we were 3,000 of us. And so preparing is like, first there has to be determination. And remember that you are going to a holy place, sacred place, and you are going to go and meet God and see his big family or his university. So internally preparing ourselves that where are we going? And then what is the aim to go there is also to remind yourself that to spend 2 weeks, which generally we get, for our spiritual upliftment, in the sense of not get busy into, definitely we have arranged there for people to go some of the temples, Dilwara temple, Achalgarh, but that's for a day. Maybe keep a day if you want to go around the village. Going for walk is different, but then shopping and a lot of good things they sell there. And for those who go from here, they are very cheap. So it's temptation to buy also. It's all right to keep a day, but most of the time, especially have good Amrit Vela, evening meditation, attend all the classes of the day, so that timetable of study will give you different experience, because at home, even if you do it, it's different than doing it in the gathering. And you could learn many, many things about Bhog offering, about food cooking. Yeah, there are many things. And of course, I always request the instrument who is taking them to go in details with them, and whatever there are questions, spiritually preparing, physically preparing, take your medicines. It's not you reach there and you don't find, some of the physical items also. It's important to remember.
Yes, yeah. We used to have a big list, I think, in Peace Village. I think we should get access to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Didi. I think many of us got very beautiful ideas, especially the first timers, for them it is very important to have an aim. I like that you said that you can do what you have to do, but then you keep your spiritual timetable so that you don't get lost in physical. So Didi, coming to today's Murli, when Baba was talking about final result, that really caught my attention. What is the final result based on? And I have 3 questions based on 3 things that Baba said. He said that the final result is based on 1, how many you make worthy. And then he said final result is based on how powerful is your stage. And then he said final result is based on how many you make happy. So with the first one, I remember one time when you were giving us, you were doing some session and you told us, it's a long time back now, but you told us that what is the effort that anyone can make anytime? And the answer you gave was that you can keep increasing your worthiness. And so I wanted to ask you then, when Baba says how many you have made worthy, so what is worthiness in this context? Because I want to also connect this point to yesterday's Murli, when Baba said that Mama, if you can really serve like Mama and Baba, if you can change thorns into buds and buds into flowers. Now, sometimes we can change thorns into buds, but the buds never become flowers. So, how do you see worthiness? What is Baba trying to say when Baba says, how many you have made worthy? Because there are so many stages in worthiness.
I like actually to begin with that how Baba connected the foundation of faith with perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Because that I was really keep thinking that what's the connection of faith and perfection? Then of course Baba said 3 types of faith. And then faith actually is power, right?
Yes.
Every time I have faith, but I have certain concerns. Let me use faith, right? As many times, as much you will use the faith with thinking that everything is destined and it is fixed in drama and not based any thoughts. So stage of perfection and the foundation of the faith is very important, perfection and the faith. Now, what is my worthiness? If you look at your worthiness, I came to Baba. So first, the value and the worth of every soul is purity. So it's not people listen to the knowledge. It's very good. When we come here, it's very good. No, one brother used to say, I come every Thursday because your halwa is very good. It tastes very good. Or your bhog is very good. It's all right.
True, yeah.
You should come and share from Baba's Bandara. But basically, our emphasis should be the purity, because that's the worthiness. And so we have to inspire them in all levels, purity. Not only in relationships, but purity of food and purity of relationship, of thoughts, you know. So that's what Baba means, that how many you, okay, I say I gave knowledge to so many. There are so many students, but how much they really, it could be purity, but it could also be faith. You know, their faith should also become stronger and stronger. That is the first one. What was, and
So,
to give happiness, if we are consistent in our interaction with others, that means I talk very nicely with you in the morning, evening you don't see that, or next day you don't see. So it causes little bit concern, fear, and sorrow sometimes could be. Why she's not talking to me? Why she's not smiling with me? So like Brahma Baba, we looked at him. So everyone was, Baba is cheerful, Baba is smiling. He talks very sweetly with us. So he was giving happiness, right, to others.
Right.
What's the third one?
So the third one was that how much you yourself remain powerful in any given situation. So that's how the final result will be based on that, your stage of being powerful. And
because whatever you haven't passed through, it's a new kind of situation or anything. It becomes like a test, right?
Right.
But if you are used to that, you know, in your life, oh, it never happened before and today happening, so I didn't know. How can what happened before will happen again?
Yeah.
It cannot be same, right? But some or other we have, oh, we always did like that. We were always like that. You know, so somewhere either we going in the past, but now is present, there will be future, right?
Right.
Little bit attention on not comparing and, so it shouldn't become a test, anything.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Didi. That I really loved this answer of purity, that purity defines your worthiness. And purity can always go on increasing. And to the extent you increase your purity, to that extent, perhaps your worthiness increases. Very beautiful. I want to come back to this idea of happiness. Baba said, to what extent you give happiness to others. Now, what should we do if we end up giving sorrow to someone? Not knowingly, of course. Sometimes, some people, we try to give some correction or we try to just say some few things and people take it in a very wrong way. So how do we change that? Or
Yeah,
what should
first,
we do if we realize that we have given sorrow to someone?
no, maybe you haven't given, that person has taken, but what you have to do, be detached at that time and send good wishes immediately.
Okay.
And that could help other soul. And also, if it's really, I notice it, it's not intention, could be out of habit, you say something, you just say sorry to that. And Daddy Prakashmani taught us, word sorry is the solution. Just say, well, this is not what I meant. But also there are some people, they take a lot of sorrow.
And sometimes they won't even accept your sorry. So,
that's okay, no?
that's okay.
I did my duty and now it's up to other person.
Okay.
But also we have to be little bit above, in the sense of, if we keep thinking a lot about why this person did, why took sorrow, all that, those vibrations are not good, So best really is do our best and be detached and just start good wishes. So the energy, the vibrations, everything will
changes.
Or if it's really bothers you, go in Baba's room and just give to Baba, take the ishti from Baba. And whatever because then Baba is the Rishti, can help that soul also.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Didi. Thank you. That is so helpful. I love Sunday now. So one more question. Somebody asked me this in the class, that if somebody comes to Baba because of the peacelessness that they experienced in the outside world, the third category that Baba was defining and giving some signs about it. So if somebody comes to Baba with that quality of faith or those signs, then where do they stand and how much time do you think it will take them to come to the quality of number one faith?
Everyone won't reach number one, right? So
they will not reach?
Everyone won't reach. They will reach their maximum capacity, but you cannot compare it, no? So whatever, that's why Baba said there are three categories. And all three will remain, not necessarily everyone will come into the first one. But definitely we can inspire them or set good example for them. But if you keep waiting that, oh, this one has to reach, actually, no, it's not in our hands also. We have to create a lot of good vibrations, give sustenance, different programs, Brahma Bhojan, whatever, but remain detached. And even Brahma
No,
Baba.
if that person wants to, Didi, if that individual himself wants to, now they heard the Murli and they feel, oh, I should be in first number. So that's what I'm trying to ask.
So you have to read the first type of faith to them, no?
Okay.
Then you have to revise with them. Every word they can listen carefully and start making effort based on that.
Okay. So if people come with different faiths, different qualities of faith, And if they want, they can always make that effort and come to first number, right?
Yeah, so for them, it's like revision of Murli is
Yeah.
very, very important. I find Tuesday between 5 to 6 p.m. Gayatri Band revise Murli of Sunday. I
Yeah.
also turn on, and I find it's very useful.
Mhm.
So that is one possibility, or they can read it in an email or wherever they find Murli. So
Yes.
revision of Murli can also help to then start making real, practical, start practicing. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Why I am asking this question, Didi, because Baba said towards the end that if you don't make your faith strong, then you will go back to the old world. And he said you will neither belong here nor belong there. So where do they stand, you know?
So this is what, like, people come,
Mm.
they have problems, sorrow, it gets
Yeah.
solved with Baba, then they become careless, then
Yeah.
they go in the world, and then they come back when they have many have come and left because what they wanted, they got it. They said, well, that's it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't know that there is inheritance and, you know, all
Yeah.
what Baba talks about, high status.
Mm. Very nice. Okay. One last question, Didi, and this is a little bit personal. I have heard from you many times that you've received a lot of love from your parents and from your family, a lot of sustenance. You came from a very good background. And Baba was talking about finishing all dependency. Did you ever feel any kind of dependency you had on your family, and did you overcome it, or you naturally had no dependency?
I didn't have dependency nor attachment.
Mm.
Maybe
So you're
before,
naturally blessed.
maybe before coming to Gyan, but as soon as I understood they are souls, they're playing their part, and it's my fortune what I got to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But I never found it later on that I was dependent, you know. But I really appreciated that I was brought up in also we were in an extended family, 20, 30 of states. So for me to be with people, to be loving and caring, as I said, respectful, all that was very natural. No difficulty.
Very nice. Very beautiful. Thank you, Didi. Really loved this session.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Om
for your
Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti,
Om
family.
Shanti.
भगवान हमारा साथी है, भगवान हमारा साथी है, हम उनके संग संग रहते हैं, वो अपने संग संग रहते हैं, जैसे दीपक में बाती है, भगवान हमारा साथी है।
नई नई बातें हमारी समझ में आती हैं। ऐसे ही ये गीत भी मेरे लिए है। जब कभी ये गीत सुनता हूँ तो किसी एक शब्द पर अगर स्ट्रेस डाला जाए, दूसरे शब्द गौण हों और अगली दफा किसी और शब्द पर विशेष बल दिया जाए, तो बहुत भिन्न भिन्न प्रकार के अनुभव और अर्थ सामने आते हैं। तो ये तो एक अलग विषय हो गया, आज मैं इसको नहीं लेके बैठा। ये तो जो गीत बजा उसकी तरफ मैंने कहा, लेकिन एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ इस संदर्भ में कि आज जब ये गीत सुन रहा था तो ये जो बोल हैं भगवान हमारा साथी है, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। इससे हमारे ऊपर कुछ नियम भी लागू होते हैं कि उसके साथ हमारा साथ है, तो भगवान का साथ किन के साथ हो सकता है? कौन है जो इस प्रकार के सौभाग्यशाली हैं जो भगवान का साथ रहें? कोई नियम, मर्यादाएं, कुछ कंडीशंस वो अपने जीवन में फॉलो करते होंगे जिससे वो डिजर्व करते हैं कि भगवान भी उनके साथ देता है और उनको भगवान के साथ का मौका मिलता है। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी बात है। लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये है कि भक्ति मार्ग में जिनकी भी हम कविताएं या गीत पढ़ते हैं, सुनते हैं, तो वो प्राय यही कहते हैं कि हे प्रभु, मैं इस संसार सागर में डूब रहा हूँ जिसमें बड़े बड़े मगरमच्छ हैं, चट्टाने हैं, तूफान हैं, बहता जा रहा हूँ, डूबता जा रहा हूँ। ये जो माया है, विकार हैं, इनके भंवर में फंसा हुआ हूँ, मैं इससे निकल नहीं पा रहा, आप मुझे इससे निकालो। तो एक निराशा का वो भाव प्रकट करते हैं, जैसे कि उम्मीद खो चुके हों कि इस माया को पार करना बहुत कठिन ही नहीं बल्कि इंसान के लिए असंभव है जब तक कि ईश्वर का साथ ना मिले। तो हम जब ये गीत सुनते हैं कि भगवान हमारा साथी है, तो सबसे पहला प्रभाव जो हमारे मन पर पड़ता है, मैं समझता हूँ सभी के मन पर पड़ता होगा, वो ये है कि सर्वसमर्थ, सर्वशक्तिमान जो ज्ञान का सागर है, उसका साथ हमें मिला है। तो मन को सांत्वना होती है, एक तसल्ली आती है, हिम्मत आती है, और हिम्मत के बिना कोई बड़ा कार्य होता नहीं है। तो माया से टक्कर लेने या उस पर विजय प्राप्त करने का एक बहुत बड़ा जो साधन हमें चाहिए, वो है हमारे मन में ये विश्वास होना, ये अनुभव होना कि भगवान हमारे साथ है। वो साथी के जो कर्तव्य हैं वो निभाएगा और हमारा बेड़ा पार करेगा, हमारा कल्याण करेगा। अब हम इस भवसागर से तर जाएंगे। तो मन के जीते जीत है, जैसे कहा गया है। जब मनुष्य के मन में ये भाव आ जाता है कि मैं अब जीत प्राप्त कर लूंगा, हाफ द बैटल इज वन, आधा युद्ध तो उसने जीत लिया। क्योंकि निराशा जो है, किसी के पास अस्त्र शस्त्र हों भी सही, लेकिन अगर वो मन उसका हार चुका हो तो उसकी हार निश्चित है। और ये जो बोल है कि भगवान हमारा साथी है, ये हमारी हिम्मत बंधाता है। हमारे मन में एक उत्साह उमंग आता है कि लो भाई, अब हम इस दुख और अशांति के महासागर से पार उतर जाएंगे। क्योंकि भगवान जो खेवनहार है, जो एक समर्थ हमारा मार्ग प्रदर्शन कर सके, वो हमारा साथी है। तो अब ये पार हो जाएंगे। तो ये भाव भी इस गीत को सुनने से आता है।
इतना दुलार माँ की ममता, हम प्यार पिता का पाते। शिक्षा देते, रक्षा करते, अपना सर्वस्व लुटाते हैं। प्यारी मुरली प्रतिदिन हमको, प्यारी मुरली प्रतिदिन हमको, आती प्रभु प्रेम की पाती है। भगवान हमारा साथी है।
Om Shanti Vikti Parivar. So tomorrow is Monday and our schedule from Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And evening meditation will start at 6 p.m. followed by Hindi series, meditation, English series, and Avikti journey. So now let's do Avik Murli. Welcome to Avikti journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli, dated 19th of August, 19th of July, 1971. The essence: be simple and become a sample. You have died alive, but you have received that body for godly service. By having this consciousness, you will even consider that body to be something given to you in trust to look after. When you are given something in trust, there is no feeling of it being yours when looking after it. You do not even have any attachment to it. So consider that body to be something given to you in trust. Then attachment to the body will also finish. Just as by being a trustee and considering something that is given to you to be in trust, you have very little attachment. In the same way, you have been given that body in trust just for doing godly service. Seeing whatever has been given to you in trust, you automatically remember the one who gave it to you in trust. The spiritual father has given it to you in trust. And so you will remember the spiritual father. By considering it to be given to you in trust, there will also be spirituality. And with spirituality, there will constantly be comfort, rahat in the intellect. There will not be any tiredness. By mixing something or misusing whatever has been given to you in trust, instead of there being spirituality, there is then confusion. Instead of comfort, there is fear. So this is why that body is just given to you for godly service. By considering it to be given to you in trust, you will automatically have a spiritual stage. This is an easy method, is it not? Now, you will constantly be able to be an easy yogi, will you not? constantly remain stable in the stage of spirituality. You have to show this newness so that others who see all of you experience your having come here as samples in order to make the pilgrimage of remembrance easy for others. You have to become a sample before you return. This group will return as samples, will it not? If one sample goes to each place, everything would then become very simple. What name will you remember for yourself? Servers. You are servers, but now do such service that you enable others to receive instant fruit. So what slogan will you remember? You are those who reveal your spiritual stage and those who give instant fruit to each and every soul. This is the duty of this group. The more you make your stage of spirituality firm, the more you will be able to give instant fruit. If you do not reveal the stage of spirituality, the fruit cannot be visible practically. In order to reveal the practical fruit, reveal your spiritual stage. Do you understand? What stamp have you applied to yourself? That of a server. Did you understand? Even serve through your mind. What renunciation will this group have through which you can then become embodiments of tapasya? Generally, what is the obstacle in your practical daily timetable? In one word, it is called bossiness. This is why you're not able to have spiritual pride. The bossiness that you have whilst in a household, I am the creator, or the bossiness in your interaction, or even in relationships with others. The main obstacle is that of bossiness. You have to renounce that. Servers never show any bossiness. And this is why you have to renounce bossiness. This is the main renunciation. You have the courage for renunciation, do you not? Whatever promises you make, put an imperishable stamp on each promise. Because of your not putting an imperishable stamp on it, the promise becomes temporary. It is seen in the result of some that they make a promise when they go from here, but they then change their promise and start to cry out in distress. What can I do? Why did this happen? Now help me. I did not want this to happen, but this is why it happened. Instead of being a yogi, you become one who is separated, viyogi, and you cry out in distress. Now you have to be a constant yogi, not a separated yogi who cries out in distress. This group has to demonstrate this in a practical way. We will do whatever we are told. No matter how many things we have to tolerate, we will definitely face them and reveal ourselves as victorious. If you become one another's helpers and continue to have good wishes for everyone, what would you not be able to achieve as cooperative ones? Since they are able to enter your territory cooperating with one another, can you not surround Maya? Can the Pandava army not surround Maya? If you continue to have good wishes for one another and are cooperative with one another, then Maya does not have the courage to enter into your territory. This is the power of cooperation. This is the group of the power of cooperation. You have to show the practical form of the power of this gathering. Acha, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So this is important announcement for tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 9/11. As everyone knows that what happened on 9/11, right? So of course it's our duty and responsibility also, as we are world servers, that we would like to send out our good wishes, Sakash, vibrations in Baba's remembrance to those souls. So we will be doing special meditation from 6 to 7 p.m. in the evening for those souls who left body in 9/11. So you see that picture down and two twin tower. And now there is a freedom tower built in memorial of those souls. So which is very different. And some of you might have seen that. And interesting thing is that one of our angel and special jewel, Baba's child, Brother Ram Prakash Bhai, who is very senior brother and who was in that building when 9/11 happened. And he has witnessed the whole scenario of 9/11 and how he helped others in that very, very different situation and panic. All the souls were so panicked and many were dying and suffering and crying. In that time, how he helped himself and others. So it's a wonderful experience by Brother Ram Prakash, and he will be coming tomorrow to 5 to 6 in Avyakti Parivar to share his experience. So you all are welcome to come and listen. And yeah, it's very inspiration giving talk by him. And so everyone should take this opportunity. So that's tomorrow. And now let's do our meditation. Om Shanti.
भगवान हमारा साथी है, हम उनके संग संग रहते हैं, वो अपने संग संग रहते हैं। जैसे दीपक में बाती है, भगवान हमारा साथी है। खुलते ही आँख हमें मिलते, हर पल वो साथ मेरे चलते। कितना वो प्यार हमें करते, उनकी पलकों में हम पलते। हम खुश नसीब उनको पाकर, हम खुश नसीब उनको पाकर, जिंदगी हमारी गाती है। भगवान हमारा साथी है। पिता का पाते हैं, शिक्षा देते, रक्षा करते, अपना सर्वस्व लुटाते हैं। प्यारी मुरली प्रतिदिन हमको, प्यारी मुरली प्रतिदिन हमको आती प्रभु प्रेम की पाती है। भगवान हमारा साथी है। खिदमत में हाजिर है हजार भुजाओं से, अपनी किस्मत के क्या कहने, सिर पर है हाथ दुआओं के। ऐसा साथी किसका होगा, ऐसा साथी किसका होगा, ये सोच आँख भर आती है। भगवान हमारा साथी है, हम उनके संग संग रहते हैं, वो अपने संग संग रहते हैं। जैसे दीपक में बाती है, भगवान हमारा साथी है।
Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti.